Good evening, directors. I'd like to update you on our dash cam program. As you can see here, February 15th, 2017, 7:06 p.m. Engine 1 is starting a response from Middlefield down Willow Road. They're en route to a vehicle accident in the city of East Palo Alto. Typically we have other units out there, but what's occurred is those units, Engine 2, Engine 77, Rescue 2, Truck 1, and Battalion 1 are all en route to a call on the Dumbarton Bridge, a multi-vehicle accident on the bridge. So Engine 1 is now going to cover down in that area. You can see as they go down Willow, here at Blackburn on the right, as the cross street, they hit traffic. And you can see the design of Willow Road is problematic. It's one of the reasons that we often go down and through University Avenue through the city of Palo Alto. As they freed up and are headed down Willow, they'll be coming up on the Gilbert overcrossing at the stoplight. You can see at 7 p.m. the traffic has lightened a little bit, but the traffic backup currently stands at around anywhere from 3 to 7 p.m., sometimes later depending upon traffic. So you can see they've gone through the Gilbert intersection there, Gilbert and Willow Road. Traffic is trying to move over for them. They're able to use that open center lane, which is what we've requested all the way down Willow Road, which would dramatically improve our response times and allow for people to get out of the way. And then as they come up, as they pass the gas station, and on the left here, the back entrance to the Veterans Hospital, again, confronted by some of those center dividers. Fortunately, there's no traffic there. Past the school here, coming up on O'Keefe Street on the right at the 76 gas station, and then entering or trying to enter into the entrance there, as you can see, going against traffic towards the Durham overcrossing here at the Veterans Hospital entrance on your left. Interestingly enough, for whatever reason, the traffic signal did not activate. Could be because they're not in line. And then you see here, between Durham and Chester on Willow, this individual who, for some reason, and this is not the first time we've seen this, actually almost in this same location, crosses into oncoming traffic, and the captain actually gets on the public address system, Captain Johnson on Engine 1, and advises them to not move. And of course, that action I think confuses other people, and so we end up with a 2-minute delay here just for the engine stopped in traffic, and actually really wanting to find out what this individual is going to do and try and direct them before they leave this area. So again, as I mentioned, an 11-minute response time. That's not good. You can see in the distance that the AMR ambulance that was going to the Dumbarton Bridge actually gets redirected to the call in East Palo Alto. The response with Engine 1 is Engine 6 from downtown Menlo Park, and because there is no battalion chief available in the district, because ours is out on the Dumbarton Bridge, we have a battalion chief coming out of Redwood City, and because Redwood City's ladder truck and our truck that carry the extrication equipment are both assigned to other calls, truck 21 out of San Mateo is dispatched to this call. So we have a ladder truck with extrication equipment coming from and down Highway 101 from the city of San Mateo, which obviously would take a considerable amount of time, and certainly is one of the reasons that we need to look at a second aerial in the fire district that can carry extrication equipment. So again, this delay here between Durham Street and Chester, immediately past the Veterans Hospital entrance, you see again this vehicle is for some reason decided to cross the center median and drive into oncoming traffic. And again, Captain Johnson here has now advised me that he directed this driver to cross back over on his public address system and then asked for them to move out of the way. So considerable delay there of 2 minutes. We're now passing the intersection of Chester and Willow. and headed towards the Dumbarton Bridge. And one of the things that is being proposed, as you may know, is the replacement of the Dumbarton Bridge, which very much concerns us. One of the issues, and there's the intersection of Bay and Willow on the left, and then of course the entrance to southbound 101 here. One of the problems that we experience with this overpass currently is that it is not wide enough. Now, allegedly the new overpass, if it were to be built, would be wide enough. The problem that we see is with all the construction that we have and all the increased traffic volume we've already experienced and the gridlock that we see that goes on for multiple hours now and only seems to get longer, that to do this project right now is I'm not sure what would happen. I don't think it certainly would make it better, and it may make it worse to have the overpass torn down. So you can see the engine's going to try and work its way over the overpass here at Willow on Highway 101, headed towards the bridge. And again, the response currently is Engine 1, Engine 6, Battalion 3 out of Redwood City, and Truck 21 out of San Mateo, because all of our east side units are committed to a vehicle accident on the Dumbarton Bridge. And you can see a lot of buses here that we have to move around. Makes maneuvering a little bit more difficult because they're so large and just can't get out of the way as easily as smaller vehicles. But one of the benefits that we do have with this bridge currently is that once we can get to the apex or top of the bridge, if people can start to move out of the way, which clearly they can here because of the oncoming lane onto the bridge, is that we can jump over the center median, and they'll do that here in a minute, and travel against traffic. Now that's not ideal, and certainly, you know, it needs to be safe to do that, but again, that is one of the things that we're able to do here and have consistently been doing on Willow Road because of these backups for well over a decade that occur because of slight. You can see they're starting to nudge up. They're looking at the oncoming traffic, probably too much. It looks like the lane is clear enough ahead, so the engine driver will continue to go down Willow Road towards the New Bridge crossover here. And again, as they start to experience the oncoming traffic from northbound 101 onto eastbound Willow, you can see the new curb that was just poured on the left side, and that's a larger 4-inch curb. So we'll try and use the turn lane here and then bank a hard right. This curb is higher than the old one by 2 inches. We wish they would have made it a roll curb, but again, it speaks to the issue of Caltrans not necessarily working directly with us and sometimes working through the city. You see a Menlo Park police officer trying to open up some traffic for us. That's not exactly successful as we would have liked it to be, but it serves at least a purpose. We'll come here at New Bridge and Willow, bank the turn, hit New Bridge, come up to the Saratoga New Bridge crossing here, make a right turn, and then continue on to from Saratoga up onto East Bayshore and arrive momentarily. But again, total response time, as you can see, and the clock, by the way, is off by an hour here, so it's actually just after 7, not 8. But you can see by the improved quality of the video that we have, there's a speed bump they're crossing, so they'll slow down for that. That's ideally would have had knockouts in it for the engine to just pass through. That's the problem when some of these communities, East Palo Alto, Menlo Park, don't talk to us about putting in traffic control devices, so it slows us down, but not by much. But you can see there's a much better quality video system than we started out with several years ago back in August when we made that other video that showed a 60-minute response time to the Dumbarton Bridge by Engine 1. A much grainier footage, but out of that 16 minutes, recall they went through Palo Alto and were traveling against traffic for 6 out of those 16 minutes. So a little bit different scenario here, but again, relatively the same. We have gotten permission to go through Palo Alto by the fire department now, and as you know, we have another unit in East Palo Alto with Rescue 2, but the need for us to respond into this area and across the bridge is crucial. Engines arriving on scene. Again, there's the ambulance, several police cars, vehicle accidents off to the left. engine 1 will park, and then engine 6 will come up right behind them. So in summary, 11 minutes is 4 minutes longer than what we would want. Again, our difficulty in responding down Willow Road is well known. It's not resolved yet. It needs to get resolved. Driving through Palo Alto and down University is a better option for us because it's wide open, but at the same time, that's not our community. But since we last reviewed these videos with you back in 2015, not only has the camera system improved, but you can see that the video quality is better, but at the same time the problems continue, and if anything they've gotten worse to some extent. And we'll wait for the crew to get out of engine 6, and that will be the end of the video. All right, thank you.